What are their ages and how many do you have?
I have one. She's going to be 7 on Wednesday.
And where is she now?
She's with my brother-in-law.
All right. So you don't have custody of her.
I do have custody, but she's just staying there for now.
All right. If you drug tested today, what are the results going to be? And before you answer, note that you will give me a drug test today.
Okay.
So what are the results going to be?
Come on,
Dirty for what?
weed.
And what else?
That's it.
All right. Well, we're going to check on that. Can I get a UA? And we'll come back. And so that will be done today. So do you still wish to stick with just weed?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll come back. State of Texas versus Summer Munoz. All right. So what did you test positive for? And you want to go back to I only use marijuana with me?
No. I can order for meth, marijuana, and
I'm sorry. Can you speak up and could you uncross your arms? You're not a little girl. We're not in the classroom. You are in a felony court where you could potentially go to prison. So what are you been using?
Meth and marijuana.
When's the last time you used meth?
Maybe like 2 days ago.
No, it's more than 2 days ago. How often are you using?
I just got out of jail, so I haven't been using that often.
Well, I mean, you went straight from jail to use meth. Don't give me attitude.
I'm not.
You've been dishonest with the court. You made them waste of, you think UAs just are free? You made them waste a UA telling me that you're going to be positive for marijuana only when I knew it was not going to be the case. And now you're positive for meth, amphetamines, and marijuana. So who are you using with? Are you using by yourself in a dark room or are you using with some boyfriend? Who are you using with?
No, actually where I'm staying at.
And where is that?
With a friend.
Who is this friend?
Her name is Natasha.
All right. I like the way you make up names. I can't believe anything you're telling me now because you were dishonest about the drug use.
It's the only place I have to stay at right now. So they use and it was tempting.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to want a TAP evaluation ASAP, please. Are you employed?
No.
So how are you supporting yourself?
I'm not.
So who's supporting you?
Nobody.
Well, what are you eating other than drugs?
I have food stamps.
I'm sorry, what?
I have food stamps.
Who's giving you food stamps? You don't have your child with you. Those food stamps are for your child.
Yes, ma'am. I just recently applied and I got approved for emergency food stamps.
I cannot understand a word you're saying.
I applied and I got approved for emergency food stamps.
I know people who really should have food stamps that don't get approved. So you don't have your child with you. You're using meth. You're probably selling your food stamps for meth. And this is a tampering with a government record. So I don't even know if you obtain your food stamps legitimately. So what did you tell them in order to get food stamps? Because you don't qualify.
Okay.
I think she's probably going to end up with another criminal case.
Yes.
Because I don't know of the government giving out food stamps to people who won't work. There's nothing wrong with you. You don't have your child with you. Somebody else is taking care of your child. Oh, no, not for me. Thank you.
I have to look for work. That was like one of the conditions that they gave me in order to get food stamps. So I'm supposed to be going to the workforce.
Well, you're obviously doing a poor job of it, but I tell you what, you're in this court, you're going to have employment. Yes, you are. Either that or it's because you're high. I don't know which one it is, but you're giving me attitude, and that attitude will most likely be readjusted by me at the Bexar County Jail. So I don't know if your attorney told you this, but I can send you to the Bexar County Jail as a condition of this probation, and I can also send you to the state jail facility as a condition of this probation for attitude readjustment. Do you want that? You're getting a job, and there are plenty of jobs that are available. You're going to knock your pride aside, and if you're going to be flipping burgers at McDonald's or working on fries, you're going to be the best fry person you can be until you move up. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
How far did you go in school?
9th grade.
9th grade. Why did you drop out?
I had a problems at home.
What were these problems? You using drugs?
No, not necessarily. Just like things that were going on with my mom's marriage and everything else.
Mm-hmm. And what's that tattoo on your neck?
And it says only the strong survive.
All right. People love to put down sands on their bodies because they can't remember them. All right, it's going to be a $1,500 fine probated, proof of employment, and it's going to be proof of full-time employment within 15 days. If you have to get 2 part-time jobs, you will get 2 part-time jobs for the court. Full-time employment is at least 40 hours a week. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. Has Child Protective Services been in your life?
Yes.
And so were your rights terminated? What happened to your parental rights?
I still have my rights, but I just don't have my daughter. My family disagreed to take care of me until take care of my daughter until I get back on my feet.
Parenting classes, and I want intensive parenting classes. There's to be 150 hours of community service restitution that will not be waived. She has to do those. You're either going to get your GED or either you're going to get some sort of trade certificate. We can go off the record. So that tattoo you have about only the strong will survive, that's the mode that your child is being in. And your child should not be in that. Her parents should not be using drugs. Her parents should get her life together, and somebody else should not be raising your child. And you just 100% living off the government, that's not going to happen in this court. You get another job. Do you understand? And if you got those food stamps illegally, you better turn them in, because your counsel can tell you what the government does. They wait till your food stamps when you take those monies from the government and you shouldn't have it. It's announced for the record for the state.
Travis, thanks to the state of Texas.
Defense.
I've moved for peace.
And are you Mr. Javier Zepeda III?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to show you what's entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision,
Yes,
and states motion to supplement pending motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision. Did you review those documents with your attorney? Did you understand them?
yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Javier Zepeda III who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2018 CR 9274W for the offense of assault family second offense on September 5th, 2018 for a period of 3 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
I violated condition number 5 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Javier Zepeda III, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer in person for the months of May 2020, June 2020, and July 2020 in violation of condition number 5.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True. The state will waive and abandon the other allegations in the motion.
All right, any objections?
No objection.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 5, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Your Honor, there's not exactly an agreement. The state is recommending that the defendant be revoked and sentenced to 5 years, but I believe defense has their own request for the court.
All right, defense, what are you requesting?
My client, his family, his employer, and I are requesting that he be allowed to do inpatient, to be allowed an electronic monitoring device, and to continue on probation. We would not be opposed to extending them as long as it's physically possible. And we have witnesses. We have some testimony we think the court will find relevant.
Mhm.
We have his mother and we have his father. The problem here is that this man has been a heroin addict, Your Honor, and he's trying to bring that under control. Even while he had absconded, he has been going to get methadone. He's been going to the methadone clinic, and his mother's a witness to the fact that she takes him every day to the methadone clinic. And the father is here to testify that he himself has been on methadone for 10 years and is supporting his family and has a full-time job, is a supervisor, and he's a methadone user, and that's how he fights his cringes. And this young man is taking methadone.
So this is the question. Here's the thing. These are the answers I need to make an appropriate decision in this case. Now, even though I cannot extend you, I can find you guilty, I can give you regular probation, but there are questions that I have that need to be answered.
Yes, ma'am.
And those questions are going to be, where has he been? And what has he done on probation?
I've been working, ma'am, and staying with a family member. I actually have 3 jobs.
All right. So you were in felony drug court
Yes, ma'am.
and you didn't do well. Felony drug court is a good program. And what I have is that you were sent to felony drug court. You were placed in ISF. You were returned back to felony drug court. And by the end of April 2020, you were testing positive for opiates and marijuana. You continued to use drugs. You were not in compliance with felony drug court outpatient treatment. And then you stopped reporting. And then you contacted your case manager. And I'm aware of all the parties in felony drug court because I used to be an attorney in felony drug court.
Yes, ma'am. I'm aware of that.
You contacted her in July 2020. You requested help.
Yes, ma'am.
So they arranged for you to go to detox, go to Center for Healthcare Services, and then be transitioned to lifetime residential treatment upon detox.
Yes, ma'am.
You entered detox, then you left detox.
Yes, ma'am.
Then a warrant was issued for you, and then you stopped communicating with felony drug court.
Yes, ma'am. I got scared.
Well, no,
I had a kid on the way, so I made a
don't use that fear thing with me. And let me just tell you why I don't use the fear thing with me. Because I'm reading this in felony drug court. I know how they work. When people relapse, they don't immediately cut you off.
Yes, ma'am.
And that's evidenced by the report that I'm reading, that they gave you chance after chance. They sent you to detox. So you leaving detox, don't try to use your child as an excuse. I had a baby on the way, because that wasn't the reason why you left detox. You left detox because it got hard and you wanted to use, and you're continuing to use. So do not use your child as an excuse for why you are not clean and sober.
Yes, ma'am.
So I don't believe there's anything that I can do for you because felony drug court has tried it all. You absconded from felony drug court and they still accepted you back after you absconded. They were giving you help and then you absconded again. And I understand that there comes a point in time in people's lives where they're like, okay, now I'm ready to do it. But at some point in time, the court can't continue working with people who don't want to be worked with. And your problem is your chances to be worked with have elapsed. There is no chance to be worked with. You're going to have to do it on your own. You've been an absconder for almost 3 years. As an amended condition of probation due to a motion to revoke, Mr. Zepeda was placed in the felony drug court program on January 24th, 2019. That was me who did it. It says, Mr. Zepeda struggled to anchor in with outpatient treatment and admitted a drug relapse. And I can tell you, when I placed you there in 2019, I had to call them and say, please accept him. I know y'all are booked and don't have room for him, but he's on the edge. Can you please accept him? And they did. And then it says, as a graduated sanction, they placed you in the Bexar County ISF program on October 30th, 2019. And you completed it on March 3rd, 2020. You returned to the felony drug program, and by the end of April 2020, you were testing positive for opiates and marijuana. Mr. Zepeda steadily declined into further drug use and noncompliance with the felony drug court program rules and outpatient treatment. Mr. Zepeda fell off the grid and stopped reporting for the months of May and June of 2020. Mr. Zepeda contacted his felony drug court case manager in July 2020 and requested help to regain sobriety. She arranged for you. They didn't say, oh, we're going to revoke you. We're going to send you back to the 187. She said, we're going to get you into detox. So they sent you to the Center for Healthcare Services. And then they said, after that, after detox, you're going to go into lifetime residential treatment. And you entered detox on January 7th, 2020. You stayed there for 2 days. They said a couple of days. In my mind, that means 2. And you left. A judge's warrant was issued for you on July 13th, which tells me when you left on July 7th, they still gave you chances to get back in line. And then it says you stopped communicating with all felony drug court team members and you remained a fugitive. And what I can tell you, in felony drug court, there are attorneys there who always say, let's try to get them back in compliance. Let's try to find them. They have officers who are trying to get you back in compliance, caseworkers, the counselors, everybody's probably on your phone calling you, calling your family. And you just left. The state is asking for 5 defense. What are you requesting?
3 would be fair.
Okay. All right. This is what the court is going to do. The court is going to find you guilty. The court is going to sentence you to 3 years in the prison. Give you credit for any time served. I'm going to ask for the therapeutic community. Therapeutic community does not increase your time in custody, but if you're serious about getting clean and sober, you need to request that. I can't order it. There's a $500 fine, time and money to run concurrent. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no contact with Carla Chavez.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And state, will you let Ms. Chavez know that he's been revoked and he's going to prison?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. To show you what's entitled trial court. You probably want to go around. Okay. To show you what's entitled trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. This is not a plea bargain agreement. You have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you are on deferred adjudication. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And also because this is an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. If you have a child, you need to do better. You have family here who's supporting you, you need to do better.
Yes, ma'am.
You need to pick up the phone because I know felony drug court gave you the tools you need in order to stay clean and sober. It's just a matter of you using them. All right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.